Can self-fulfilling prophecies worsen demand shocks? Imagine hearing bad news about the economy and then acting on it without even realizing you're making it worse. That's what self-fulfilling prophecies can do during economic downturns. When people expect the economy to decline, they tend to cut back on spending and investment. This behavior reduces overall demand for goods and services. As demand drops, businesses see fewer sales and may lay off workers or cut production. These actions lead to even lower income and spending, which confirms the initial negative expectations. This cycle can make a small demand shock much worse and last longer than it would have otherwise. In macroeconomics, demand shocks are sudden events that cause a big change in the total demand in an economy. These shocks can come from many sources, like a sudden drop in consumer confidence or a financial crisis. When negative expectations spread, they can trigger a chain reaction. Consumers might delay buying big items like cars or houses, and companies might postpone investments or lay off workers. This collective pullback in spending deepens the demand shock. One way this happens is through what economists call feedback loops. If people believe the economy will get worse, they act in ways that make it worse. For example, if many firms expect lower sales, they might reduce their orders for supplies or cut jobs. This lowers income for workers, who then spend less, further decreasing demand. These actions reinforce the initial pessimism, creating a cycle that worsens the economic downturn. Another example is in default cycles, where falling output makes it harder for firms to pay back loans, leading to more defaults. As more firms default, the economy shrinks further, reinforcing the negative outlook. This shows how expectations can lead to multiple possible outcomes, some much worse than what the fundamental data might suggest. During a demand shock, if everyone expects the downturn to be severe and long-lasting, their actions can make it true. Consumers might save more and spend less, and firms might hold off on hiring or investing. These behaviors deepen the decline in demand and slow down recovery. Policymakers need to understand this dynamic. If they can boost confidence through credible policies, they can prevent expectations from turning into self-fulfilling prophecies. For example, governments can increase spending or cut taxes to encourage demand. Central banks can lower interest rates or give clear guidance to reassure markets and consumers. When expectations are managed well, it can stop small shocks from turning into big, lasting recessions. So, yes, self-fulfilling prophecies can make demand shocks worse. They create a cycle where negative expectations lead to behaviors that deepen the downturn. Managing expectations is key to stopping this cycle and helping the economy recover faster.